Hi, I'm William.
And I'm Kat.
So that means this is info on the go.
We're answering questions you want to know.
Except for today, we're going to do our part two on silly laws. And we got so sidetracked the last time we were doing it that we had to cut our episode short to stay within our time limits. Uh, but we're back again to finish up the list.
Yes, yes. Here we are.
S- So I think the last one we done was Pennsylvania and saying it was illegal to sleep on an outdoor refrigerator.
Yes, that was the end of the last episode, which is crazy. Like, how do you end up sleeping on an outdoor refrigerator? How does that become a law?
Well, I mean, you know, you're out partying with your friends, your wife locks you out, and you don't have a choice.
That must have happened a lot for it to become a law. Oof.
Yeah, I'm being serious with that one. That had to happen a lot. Um, so let's go to South Carolina. In South Carolina, it is illegal to work on Sundays unless you are the minister.
No sick days for you.
Yeah, you got to work on Sundays. I'm sorry.
Right.
Got to preach that gospel. Uh,
Exactly.
it is illegal for anyone under 18 years old to play pinball in South Carolina. I,
All
I,
you do is pull a thing and push some buttons.
I think this had to have come out during like the 50s and the 60s. Man, this is gonna be pinball is gonna be a whole episode on its own. But back I think when it first came out, they thought of it as like gambling, and there was this huge deal regulations everywhere on pinballs. It had
Dang,
to come through that.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
So, well, yeah, we're gonna do one on pinball machines for sure. But
Yeah.
still, that is, I mean, it's a kids game, and the kids can't even play it.
Right. Exactly.
Dancing at a club must stop at midnight on Sunday night in South Carolina. So no dancing after midnight.
Dang.
I guess the white lights come on a little bit sooner in South Carolina.
Right. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It's
Well,
still
you can stay, but you can't be dancing.
right.
No dance the night away.
Nope. No more. All right, so on to Tennessee. It's illegal to use someone else's Netflix account. Wow. Now that's probably the most recent law I have ever heard. And that's
2010.
unfortunate.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Oh man. I think I mean, man, my kids would be in so much trouble.
Uh, Right. Right. I'm saying. It's
Oh,
illegal to import or sell live skunks in Tennessee, except for zoos and research institutions. Well, that's fair.
well,
Fair.
there has to be something behind that.
Who was buying skunks, guys?
I, I don't know. Pepe Le Pew. I'm sorry, buddy. You can't go to Tennessee.
Right. You can't be unless you're going to a zoo or a research institution. You get to pick.
Hey, Pepe, you
That's
got your passport?
that is a hefty ultimatum.
That is.
It's illegal to use a lasso to catch fish in Tennessee. It's fishing equipment is limited to rod, reel, and hook. I don't
I
even know how you would lasso a fish. To be
I'm
fair,
telling
I don't even know how to lasso. So
I'm here to tell you. So, but I guess you could sit on the neck of your giraffe and fish, right?
right, right,
Um,
exactly.
but you can't use that lasso, buddy. You got to be
No,
really good with a lasso to lasso a fish, though.
I'm saying
I mean, Buck Rogers, where you at?
I want to see this. Who can lasso a fish?
Oh my gosh, that's got to be a YouTube video somewhere. In Texas, it is illegal to sell one's eye. You
Wow.
cannot sell an eye in I I know where this law comes from. It's a border state, selling body parts over the border back and forth, but
Oh,
still it's a pretty funny law if you stop and think about it. Uh
yes. Until you
and
get into
no.
the black market selling of body parts, that's
Oh,
not too fun.
well no, you just made it dark.
But it went dark for me. Sorry.
It's okay. All right, so in Texas, you cannot milk another person's cow. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, what if you really got a hankering for some butter, some real butter?
Some real butter.
Yeah, and you don't have a cow.
Better ask for some milk.
I mean, I know that's right. In Texas, they'll be done shot you anyway.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good law to have that tries to keep other people safe from being, well, whatever.
Unalived.
Yeah, why would you? I mean, who would? I guess that was a problem, milking somebody else's cow. I don't know.
Could be.
Well, I bet that came from, we're going to do one on the fence cutting wars, and I bet you that came from some fence cutting wars
I can see that.
from that time.
Right.
All right, on with the next law. In Texas, it is illegal to sniff glue.
That's probably a good law to have.
Well, I mean, except for, those kids that are trying it and whatnot.
Well,
That's a good law to have.
I mean, they don't have a strong glue in kids' classes anymore either.
No, they don't. And in Texas, it is illegal to admit odors in an elevator.
Well, that's fair. Fair
Hey,
enough.
we have a coworker that would struggle with this one.
Oh man, and he would not give two licks about it. Okay.
I got some
Mm-mm.
family members that would struggle with this one.
Oof. Oof.
Oh
God
my
forbid
God.
it's a baby. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, that would be that would be unfortunate to be in.
Very unfortunate.
Oh.
Uh, so in Utah, it's illegal to cause a catastrophe. No final destinations in Utah. Okay.
Yeah, no. And that's crazy. No catastrophes in Utah. Can't do it.
No catastrophes. Not at all. Um, and carrying instruments, it's illegal to walk down the street in Salt Lake City carrying a violin in a paper bag.
I don't I don't know, man. That's a pretty Pacific law.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, and it kind of sounds sacrilegious to be carrying a violin in a paper bag.
Especially if it's a really nice one.
Right, right. It
But
deserves its own case. Okay, that's why they make cases.
yeah, but if it's all broken up and everything, I guess you can't take the pieces back to glue them back together in a paper bag.
Mm, no, instruments don't sound the same if they have to be prepared like that.
No, they don't. They don't. I play a little bit. Do you play the violin? I know you play the piano. Do you play the violin?
No, I want to learn the violin though, and I can't really play I tinker with a piano. I can't play with both hands at the same time. I don't know. There's just something that doesn't click right between both hands. It's just broken.
I had an uncle. He taught me, I don't know, four, maybe five chords on the piano. I don't even know if I still could do them anymore. He could really play.
Yeah, I wish I could play. I
Well,
really do.
you have a
Um,
piano.
I do have a
Practice.
piano. I need to practice. I need to find time though. But anyway, I had a flute. I had a flute and I was getting really mad at practicing and I kind of just slammed it down and the head joint popped off and it broke the connector piece to the head joint and it had to be repaired. But when it got back from the repair guy, it did not play. It did not play anymore at all.
No, like the neck of your guitar or anything, because that's what I play. If you mess those up in any kind of way, there's no repairing it. You just might as well get a new one because it's never going to be the same. It's
Yeah,
never going to feel or sound the same.
right, right, right. So also in Utah, it's illegal to throw or shoot a missile or shoot a firearm at a bus. Well,
Duh.
yeah, that sounds pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, a missile. Uh,
A whole missile?
so okay, most people probably have a firearm. I get that. So
Hmm.
can't go shooting at buses. But where in the world are you gonna buy a missile to shoot it at the bus? I don't even
Uh,
want to know that.
no, nope. I'm better off not knowing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, no, don't be throwing your missiles or shooting your firearms at buses in Utah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So let's go to Vermont. Women must get written permission from their husbands to wear false teeth.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Sorry, honey. You don't need to be looking any better. You don't need no false teeth.
Hey, ma'am, do you have written permission from your husband to have your false teeth in? Because if you don't, I'm gonna have to take you in. Could you see Andy Griffith doing that?
I could.
I know he wasn't in Vermont, but I could
Right.
I could see Barney hauling somebody in.
Right, exactly.
And Andy's probably the level-headed one, like, yeah, get going to get your husband on the phone.
Right.
Uh, okay. In Vermont, it is illegal to whistle underwater.
How do you whistle underwater?
I don't know, but if you can do it,
Like
I don't, I can't. Yeah, no. Um, yeah, no, you can't whistle underwater. I'm pretty sure. I
Mm-mm.
know I can't.
I cannot.
Um, let's see. Vermont once had a law on the books saying that it was illegal for you to tie your giraffe to a telephone pole. Hey, but here's the lighter side. In Vermont, you can ride your giraffe down Main Street or you can go fishing with it.
You just can't tie it to a light pole. Okay, you can't go walking into the saloon.
Hey, and you can even lasso fish in Vermont with your while you're on your giraffe. Just don't tie your giraffe to the telephone pole. Actually, that law is not on the books anymore, so you can.
Dang, that's crazy though.
I wonder about
So,
alligators in Vermont. Can you tie your alligator to a
fire hydrant.
yeah? I don't
I
know.
guess we're gonna have to find out. So in Washington, it's illegal to harass Bigfoot or Sasquatch. So you're telling me the state of Washington recognizes that there's a Bigfoot or Sasquatch?
I when I saw and I had to look multiple places. This is an actual law.
So they admit it. There is one.
uh
He's real.
uh I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm just gonna say that I don't be harassing him. I mean, have you seen the commercials on TV? Those people can go
Yeah.
to jail
I yes.
messing with
Um.
Bigfoot.
Right.
Those are the
It's
best
a
commercials ever.
yes, they really are. It's also a misdemeanor to expose others to a contagious disease, even the common cold. Well, well, they were ahead of that COVID game, weren't they?
They really were ahead of that COVID game. So
Uh,
yeah, I mean, man, if you got a cold, you better stay at home.
right. They also have a law that prohibits hugging while driving. It's explicitly stated in the revised Code of Washington. So, so how do you give hugs while driving?
uh, I have no clue.
Uh,
None.
mm-mm. I
I
guess that's before they had seatbelts.
and these have to be unmarried couples because married couples don't do that.
No.
Uh, yeah, no, no, don't touch me. We're driving. My wife drives from the passenger side anyway. There's no hugging. It's always she's already hitting the brakes or turning the wheel. Did you see that car? You're following too close. There's no hugging in the car or truck or whatever we're in. It
Right.
is it's a yeah.
Side seat driving.
Exactly.
Um, it's also illegal to use a laser to intimidate or threaten someone. Oh, well, you
Yeah.
you can't you can't pretend to have a sniper on someone then.
No. So Walter White in that last scene can't do that. Well, in Washington you can't do that. I don't
Right.
even remember where that show was based out of. I
Um,
can't remember.
in the desert somewhere because they were close to the border.
Yeah, was it Nevada, Arizona, maybe?
I think it was like Arizona or New Mexico.
Yeah, no, it was New Mexico. It
Yep.
was New Mexico. Do you remember the scene I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where he's trying to get the money in there.
Yes.
I love that show. I binged watched it like twice. I didn't think I
Um,
would like that show when somebody told me what the premises was. I was like, no, I can't get into that. And then I got to watch it and I was like, oh, wow, I can get into this.
right.
All
It
right.
sounds like we're gonna have to binge watch it again.
Yes, I'm ready. All right. So West Virginia. It is illegal to have an unmarried couple live together under West Virginia code. Um, it is illegal for a man and a woman to live together and engage in lewd and lustful behavior.
This is lascivious.
Lascivious.
Wait,
I was thinking like lustful, like lascivious. It's
lascivious.
lascivious. Hey man, that there was gonna be one word I could butcher it. It would be on this. It had to be in every show, right? I have to butcher a word.
It's definitely a common theme. But so I mean, me and my man would be in jail.
You 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 sure took me down the rabbit hole on that one. Like you didn't even no holding, no
Yeah.
jabs.
No.
Uh, that yeah. So if you're unmarried and you're in West Virginia, I imagine that must be a pretty big problem.
Uh, I reckon so.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
dang.
Um, it was illegal. So this was a law that was taken off the books, but it was illegal to make fun of someone who doesn't accept a challenge, and the penalty was up to 6 months in jail. Hey, you ain't gonna jump off that bridge. Ha ha ha. You're
All
going to
right.
jail for 6 months.
Go to jail. Do not
Yeah,
pass go.
I was
Do not
gonna
collect $200.
that is so weird because I was really gonna say do not pass go and you don't have a get out of jail free card. That is crazy that we both thought about Monopoly.
Yes.
Uh,
So in Virginia, it's illegal to use profanity on the phone or in text messages. Well, that one is also recent.
don't be breaking up with nobody over the phone.
Just don't cuss at them, okay? It's also illegal to wash a donkey on the sidewalk. Okay.
Hey, but you can put him in the bathtub.
Hey, there's that.
Yeah. So
Uh,
don't wash him on the sidewalk. Take your donkey,
right.
put him in the bathtub. If he goes to sleep up there, you're fine in Virginia.
Yep. Drivers must wear shoes, so no barefoot driving in Virginia.
I'm almost certain that is a law in Georgia too.
Ooh.
I am almost certain of it. I looked, but I couldn't find it. And when we got the idea from this episode, it was actually from a listener, and that was the one thing that they wanted me to look at. And I was like, but I couldn't find it. The only thing I could find was the ice cream cone thing.
Yeah.
But still, I
Um,
mean, you know, drivers must wear
I'd have
shoes,
broken that law at least once,
and me and you
maybe
both,
twice.
a couple of times, yeah, for sure.
So in Waynesboro, Virginia, it's illegal for a woman to drive Main Street unless her husband waves a red flag. So, so are you just holding that red flag out the window? You got a sunroof? Does it so everybody can see it?
I guess maybe if she's driving, what if the husband's not in the car?
Oh,
Well, what if she doesn't have a husband? You can't drive down Main Street if you're single, if you're a single woman.
better go around. All those squares make a circle, don't they?
Right turn, right turn, right turn, right turn.
um, you can't go trick or treating if you're over 14 years old. You know
That's a reasonable law.
that's reasonable. Okay,
I mean, I've had trick-or-treaters like come up and I'm like, dude, you live down the road from me. You own the house.
yeah.
That ain't
Uh,
even a joke. I mean, we did have some older kids come through. I mean,
right,
I
right.
get it.
I mean, I'll make exceptions for special needs. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. No, yeah, no, we're talking about teenagers that,
Hmm. Just want candy for fun.
yes, or just going out and having fun. I'm okay with teenagers going out and having fun and, whatever, but, there's a point where trick-or-treating is over.
Right. Yes. It does have to end at some point. All good things come to an end. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're 21 and you're trying to trick-or-treat, don't do it. Just
And,
don't do
and
it.
definitely not in Virginia.
Yeah, definitely not in Virginia. I wonder what the penalty is for that.
I don't know. Hmm.
All right. So, Wisconsin, it is illegal to serve butter substitutes without the customer's approval. And we're not going to make fun of it or anything. All we're going to tell you is go listen to our butter or margarine episode
Yes. Our very first episode ever.
ever. And I'm going to be honest, Kat, I've listened, I went back and listened to some of our older episodes. You and I have come a long ways.
Yes. Thank
We
goodness.
have come a long ways. Oh my man, those days where we were like, you take this on? I'll take this on.
Right. Yes, we've definitely got to put a little more put together. The
Yeah. So, just real quick on the butter thing, penalties for violating the margarine laws can include fines and imprisonment. So,
oh, don't go to
again,
jail. Okay, don't go to jail
again,
over butter.
yeah, for real, don't go listen to our episode on butter and margarine and you'll understand a little bit more about that.
uh,
Yeah, that was a good episode, though.
it really was.
Yeah, that was a good one. We had a lot of fun with that one. We should go back and re-record it. No, maybe not. No, we're gonna leave it because that's classic. That's the $1 you hang up on the wall, right?
Right.
All right. So cheese must be highly pleasing and free of undesirable flavors and odors. So no stinky cheese in Wisconsin.
Dang. Or
Nope.
blue cheese. I guess blue cheese is out.
Yeah. I guess brie is out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like some good brie sometimes with uh it depends, like what the occasion is, but sometimes I like a good brie. And
Hmm.
it is an acquired taste.
It definitely is for sure.
Yeah, my wife cannot stand it, by the way.
Oh dang.
Uh, Watering your lawn in a way that annoys your neighbors is illegal. Oh, so
So if you got some nosy neighbors
I'm
and they're
picturing,
annoyed by the way you water your lawn,
I am for some reason, and I know this doesn't even have watering the lawn, but I am picturing Christmas vacation and Eddie out by the sewer with the truck. I know he's not watering the lawn, but I mean, I could just see another neighbor out there with the garden hose watering his lawn looking like that.
right?
What's up, neighbor?
Exactly.
Oh,
So in Colorado, it's illegal to pick wildflowers from state highways. Uh, wow, that is sad. It probably is a good thing for you to not pick flowers next to highways
yeah,
because accidents happen.
well, and two, and I think it's going to be one of those environmental things, to protect species. You got to let those bees be able to pollinate those flowers and make that
That's
honey.
that's true. We do need the bees and the nectar from said flowers. So
And maybe we could get some of that honey from Colorado, and we can make some mead.
right, exactly. So in Colorado, it's illegal to get married on a dare or jest. If someone does get married in this way, the marriage can be annulled.
Okay, I just have a question. I don't know if I would get married on a dare. I just don't know. I don't know of anyone that I think would do it. I know of some people that would be like, "Man, we got married on a dare. We need to get this thing annulled today."
Dang.
No?
Yeah. No. Nope.
Yeah.
It's crazy that that's not one in Vegas, for Nevada.
That should be in Vegas. That law would make more sense in Vegas than it would in Colorado.
I mean, I don't know. Colorado did legalize the marijuanas.
We should
So,
really do a whole thing on that.
on legalization.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All right. So on to Massachusetts. In Boston, you can't bathe without a doctor's prescription, but you also can't go to bed without bathing.
Well, that's one way to keep the doctor's work going.
Well, I was gonna say, I bet a doctor wrote that law.
Right. Right.
Hey, you want to go to bed tonight? You better come see me. It's a
You need that
$25.
prescription.
It's a
And no, it's
$25
not
doctor
covered by
visit.
your insurance.
That- oh, that is classic. All right, so you got me twice today. That one's a good one.
uh,
Oh, uh, okay, hold on. I gotta catch my breath before I can get to this next one. Uh, if you're insulted, I'm sorry. I'm still. All right, I'm good. If you're insulted, you can duel your opponent to death, but you must invite the governor.
hey, you know what? the governors in throughout history have always liked a good battle. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I wanna shoot you, but it's illegal if you do it without the governor.
Well, the governor must watch a lot of fights then.
I'm telling you. All
Or
right.
duels, sorry.
Duels, yeah, duels. And I wonder if that law is still on the books.
Does the governor get to pick the kind of duel? Like, are we ghoul? Does he get to pick the type of duel? Because there's, I mean, are we fencing? Is it a joust?
You
Uh
know, so this much I do know about duels. So say like I challenge somebody to a duel. The person that I challenge gets to pick the weapon.
oh, okay.
So that's the way that I understand that it works. And if you're using pistols, then there's like a pace, but there's a famous story with Andrew Jackson and duels, but that's a whole nother podcast, a whole nother time.
All right. All
We'll
right.
go
We'll get
back
there.
to yeah, we'll go back to trying to keep it lighthearted.
Yes.
So in Massachusetts, gorillas are not allowed to sit in the back seat of a car.
Uh, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I mean, put them up front. Don't let them sit in the back. Let
I
them
have
ride.
to know the story behind that.
Let them ride shotgun.
Uh, on the road. Who knows?
I mean, it
So,
doesn't say it's illegal for gorillas to drive, so let them drive.
hey, there you go.
No,
It
don't do
wasn't
that.
my fault, sir.
Yeah.
It's the gorilla.
Hey, don't let your gorilla drive your car and say that I said it on info on the go. Don't do that. Just let them ride shotgun. That's all you got to do.
Right, right. So in Wyoming, buildings that cost $100,000 or more must display pricey art.
And it has to be
Must.
at least 1% of the total building's cost.
Jeez. Um, it's also illegal for women to stand within 5 feet of a bar while drinking. So, so we have to get the drink and then walk 5 feet away from the bar, at least.
Uh, yeah. So, can't be drinking and talking to the dudes in the bar. You gotta drink your drink somewhere else.
Gotta go outside. Okay, gotta
Sorry.
walk away. Gotta go take a walk.
Do you know how many guys would probably walk out there with you though? Like, females in general. I'm not,
Oh, yeah, but
like,
do you know, like the odds are that they're gonna be a commonly decent man? Mm,
ooh,
the
okay,
odds
yeah.
are slim.
Oh,
Sorry, I got dark there again.
I see,
Anyway,
I see cousin Eddie.
so the last one from Wyoming is junk dealers can't do business with people who are drunk.
No junk if you're drunk.
Oh Lord.
Down here at Pete's Junkyards, we can't sell junk if you're drunk.
Oh,
All right. So, kind of getting on. So, we're gonna do some from around the world. That's all in the United States. So, we're gonna drive it home here. Here are some silly laws from around the world. So, we're gonna start in Singapore. In Singapore, chewing gum is prohibited to keep public spaces clean, with the exception of dental or Nicorette gum.
fair enough.
I could
Fair
see
enough.
that. So if you got dental gum or you're chewing that nicotine gum, you got to quit that smoking. Yeah, I can see that. That way, just
I
don't be
mean,
sticking it all.
it prevents people just sticking it everywhere.
Where's the place where they stick the gum on the wall and they go pick it and chew it?
I don't know
Ah,
about picking it and chewing it again, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole wall in, I want to say Washington, but I may be wrong.
yeah, we'll have to look that up later.
Yeah. So in Venice, Italy, feeding pigeons and seagulls is illegal.
Okay, I don't
No
know
feeding the
why.
birds. Okay.
Yeah, don't do that in Italy. In Greece, anybody planning to go to Greece? High heels are banned at historical sites. So it's to protect the ancient monuments. So don't be wearing your high heels in Greece when you want to go look at the sites.
No clickety clacking. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, I can understand that though.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
same.
it does sound like a silly law, but why would you want to wear heels and do that anyway? I mean, that I don't see that. I don't see a lot of
I
ladies
want to
doing it
walk
anyway.
around comfortably and enjoy the sights. I don't necessarily want to hear the clickety clacking of other people's shoes.
Yeah, and I wouldn't definitely wear my high heels to do it. No.
Oh, goodness. So in the UK, the Salmon Act of 1986 makes it illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. So don't just go handling your salmon. Don't go pulling it out of your trench coat in a dark alley, okay?
No scary movie stuff.
No.
All right. Spain, building sandcastles is illegal and could result in a fine. I don't get that one. That one's weird.
That's sad. So they have nude beaches, but you can't build a sandcastle.
Yeah, I guess not. That I don't see
Make it
what.
make sense.
Yeah, I don't see what that would be protecting environmentally either.
No.
So I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
So in Bulgaria, driving without a fire extinguisher in your car is prohibited. That's fair enough because you need the proper fire extinguisher to at least put out a car fire.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, yeah, I get it. Okay, this one's pretty funny. In France, it is illegal to name your pig Napoleon. You know that had to be a problem.
It oof, it really had to be.
Hey, but you can name me Bonaparte.
Oh goodness.
I'm
That's
so
tragic.
sorry. Yeah,
That's,
I'm sorry.
that's tragic. In New Zealand, it's prohibited to fly with a rooster in a hot air balloon. All
I
right.
I don't even want to know the story behind that one. I don't.
I don't,
Um,
I don't
that's
even know.
just that's sad. You can't take your rooster in a hot air balloon.
I mean, are you dropping your rooster out of a hot air balloon? Is that what happened?
Well, I guess in New Zealand you could go fishing on your giraffe, though.
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, in Australia, no changing light bulbs without a license. So you got to have a license to change that light bulb.
Well,
I
what
guess you.
kind of license? Do you have to have like an electrician license or just a regular driver's license, dude?
That's a good question. I don't know. I imagine an electrician.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So, but that's crazy though.
Right?
All right. So the last one. This is the very last one, and it's in Australia. Hot pink trousers are illegal on Sunday afternoons.
Dang.
Yeah, that must
No
be a
sporting
real.
your hot pink pants
Yeah, that
after
must.
church on Sundays.
I don't even know about church. Like you
That's
just
true.
couldn't wear them at all.
Mm-mm.
That's sad
That
for
is kind of sad.
hot pink trousers. Like that's really sad.
I guess you got the other 5 days of, sorry, 6 days of the week to go.
Okay. So we can see that. Anyway, I guess that is it for the second half of this. I had a lot of fun doing this, cat.
Me too.
We probably need to do another one of these somewhere down the road, but we'll get back to our regular programming. Um,
Whatever questions you want to know.
there you go.
William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening and thank you for all your support. Like and follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Join the Facebook group. It's a good place
In,
to meet,
yep,
ask questions.
info on the go. That's where you can find us.
Yep. Till next time.
Stay curious.
All right.